can you tell us about what happened today?
So today, this morning, Michigan State Police reached out to us, their Marine Division, and wanted to know if we needed assistance. And I met with my Deputy Chief of Operations. We said we'd gladly take you guys up. So they gathered their team. They came from different posts throughout the state. By the time we had their equipment here, we started tracing back where we last saw the victim and made our search efforts from there.
Did you get any sort of tip or anything, or you just wanted to
We did not. When state police reached out to us, they have more tools than we have, and one big tool they have that we don't have, of course, is a cadaver dog. And they've had really good success with that cadaver dog lately, just recovering a victim up in Rockford not too long ago, I believe, Frankenmuth, and a few other places. So right there we said, yeah, we'd love to have you. And the ice had started to recede downriver a little bit more the last couple of days. It was still kind of up by 131. This morning it was still there. We went down there about probably 10 o'clock. And by this afternoon, by noon, 1 o'clock, it really started to move downstream to where we couldn't search before. And that is, sorry.
What time did you guys start your search this morning?
This morning we probably were in the river roughly around 12:30 or so, 12:30 to 1 o'clock.
Can you describe once you got there around 12:30 what that was like, how long it took to find? Was it pretty easy to find?
So the ice had moved. We've searched all the open bodies we could search from our aspect. So the ice moved downstream, and so state police with their cadaver dog in the boat had a hit. As they started their search pattern, a Z pattern, had a search, started moving that way, and then we could see what looked like a piece of clothing, which was near what we call Jackson Island, down in the river there on the west side of the river. As we got closer, we could confirm that was clothing, and it was our victim.
Any descriptors of age of that individual?
Yep, I can tell you, probably early to mid-20s female. All the family has not been contacted yet, so we're not going to release that quite yet. We'll wait for the medical examiners to release some of that information, and we'll go from there before we do another press conference on that.
Do you know anything, going back to Saturday, kind of what led up to this? Was it as simple as fell in, or any details about that?
So that's still investigation for the police. I do know she was on a piece of ice, floated downstream. Bystanders were hollering at her, and she was last seen by a Grand Rapids police officer. And he saw her just south of the Fulton Street Bridge, and that's when there was a submerged log that went across the river, and there's probably about 8 to 10 feet of open water there, where the rest was all ice on both sides of the river. And she hit that log, it flipped her off, and went down and was never seen again.
Were you all surprised to find her so close to where she initially went missing in the river?
Well, really, she was down quite a ways. We located her down close to the railroad trestle, to Jackson Island down there. So she did go quite a ways downstream. And we kind of figure, we know she went underneath the ice, and the ice, like I said, had started going downstream today to break up, and we figure it probably carried her down there.
Yeah, and talk about just how difficult it is when you do have those icy conditions to find somebody, especially when it's dark as well, and the difference between that today.
Yeah, so Saturday night when this call came in, of course, we're dealing with fast-moving water, cold water, nighttime conditions. So we had a lot of stuff against us, and we call that kind of it's a high risk, dive when we do that. But our guys, we got in the river right away, did a very thorough search of the area, searched down as far as we could to where the ice was. We do not go under ice and moving water, just too dangerous for us. So after about an hour of that search, that's when we went to a recovery search, and then we pulled our divers, and we didn't take as big as risk then.
About how much feet of water was she found in?
Roughly about 3 foot of water.
How many ice rescues have you had just this year?
So this would be our first ice/water rescue we've had this year.
You guys report for the Grand River with the fan boat? Like you also go over to Riverside Park too?
Correct. Yep. We cover the whole city of Grand Rapids. So based from Riverside Park down to, we've got a Butterworth boat launch, which is going to be south of Wealthy Street quite a ways. So we cover the area. And if anybody calls for assistance, we'll assist them.
What would you say is a good reminder for ice safety and water safety?
So right now, especially with the warm up over the last day or two and it's going to get warmer tomorrow, ice really shifts. So very dangerous. I always consider ice is never 100% safe. But when you have moving water, so any streams, rivers, even like Lake Michigan right now, you have moving water underneath. So what that does is that kind of breaks the ice down, creates crevices, different depths of the ice. So you should never go on any on the ice that has a moving body of water. So rivers and streams are really dangerous.
Did you expect to do this recovery so soon, or do you expect longer?
We did not. We were very fortunate. State, like I said, Michigan State Police reached out to us today, the Marine Division. So we're very thankful. They're a big help. Great group of guys that came out today with their dive team in the Marine Division, in their K9 unit with the cadaver dog. So, and luckily it was one of those days where everything, the cards kind of lined up. The ice started moving downstream. Their cadaver dog was able to get a hit where we were searching already. So we know she was under the ice, and just the ice pulled her down further.
And so remind me the timeline. So you were out there around 12:30. You found her around.
Found her just before 2 o'clock, correct.
So about over.
So I would say in about an hour we located her, roughly.
Is that standard usually? I mean.
It depends. It does depend. I mean, we knew the area to search, and so state police started, we started doing a Z pattern, working our way back, and the wind was blowing just right, and the cadaver dog got a hit. So started moving that way, and that's when we were able to locate her.
Did you or Michigan State Police use drones for any aerial?
We did not use drones today. We used drones Saturday night and Sunday. So drones were utilized by both Grand Rapids Police Department and Grand Rapids Fire Department. So along with this, we did have Grand Rapids Police Department, of course, Michigan State Police, and Kent County Sheriff's Department also did assist with us on Sunday for the search.
And so from Saturday, where did she originally fall? I know you said.
So originally, last known was just south of Fulton Street Bridge, approximately, I'd say, 100 yards. And so she was found today maybe a quarter mile downriver from that location. And that was all covered in the ice Saturday and Sunday. Also, up until yesterday, it was covered with ice. It went downstream this morning, probably shortly before we got the boat in the water. So we had a hard time getting the boat in the water.
Anything you want to, I know in the release expressing condolences to the family, anything you want to say going on to ice safety? I know you talked about that, just adding to the emotional story.
For sure. I mean, especially for kids, or sometimes might think it's safe to go on the ice. I can't stress enough, any moving body of water, like rivers and streams, do not go on the ice. I know a lot of people right now are going to Lake Michigan to go see the ice out there. Very dangerous out there also. It creates void spaces underneath those pockets of ice. It can be, it might be an inch thick up to 4 or 5 inches thick. With this weather, it creates a lot of expansion joints, breaks in the ice. So very dangerous to go on right now. So just please stay off the ice and never go on any rivers or streams that have moving water with ice on them.
You want to just add to the partnership as well. I mean, this was kind of all hands on deck, a group effort. Just talking about the resources that we used.
It was. So we quite often, the fire service called mutual aid. We'll help other neighborhood fire departments out. They'll help us. So this was one where typically, we don't get the state police for something like this, and they reached out to us, and so it was a great help to have them out with us today. We really wanted to recover the body for the family, so we're glad they could assist with that and help us bring that closure to the family. So.
Anything else?
No, it's just been a taxing week and a half, 2 weeks for the Grand Rapids Fire Department. So 3 fatal fires now, some bad car accidents in this. So our members are hurting, but yeah, we're going to keep doing what we do, serving our city of Grand Rapids, and keep doing what we do, basically. So we appreciate everybody's support.
Is there anything the community can do? Maybe bring by some cookies?
No, we're all set. We appreciate it. We really do. Just your support, A nice wave is all we need. So.
How hard is one of these recovery missions on your guys? I'm sure that's not the outcome anybody wants.
No, not at all. I mean, we're here to save lives and save property. That's what we're here for. We're willing to risk our life for that. So it wears on you, especially, like I said, approximately 7, 8 deaths on some stuff in the last week and a half. It wears on the guys. So.
Any resources or anything offered?
Yeah. So our fire department is a really great critical incident stress team. They've been full charge with this. Been talking with some of our members. Grand Rapids Police Department has a SISM team also. They've been in contact with us to help us out. So we work really well together. Like I've always said, the police department, fire department, EMS, dispatchers, we're all brothers and sisters. We take care of each other, brothers in blue. We kind of talk it. You hear people say that. So we work together really well. We want to take care of each other.
And real quick, you said you've been here since 3 in the morning?
6 o'clock in the morning, I reported duty yesterday morning on Wednesday. So when I got word that state police were willing to help us, I wanted to stick around and make sure we could see it through.
Just an extra detail. I know you had called off the search, I want to say Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday.
Did you
Yes, so typically when that ice breaks, we had talked about that, about getting the boats back in and searching from the surface. So it's something we haven't planned. Today it happened to be, it worked out perfectly where we had state police with a cadaver dog. The ice started to break away. It worked out.